Hi, I'm Jim Gibson, and welcome to a brand new edition of Total Health. Today's guest is Joe Costello, the founder of Kylea Health and Energy, a cutting-edge health solutions company. Joe's a health activist and product researcher. He's the co-host of a nationally syndicated health television show called Balanced Health, and has also hosted a national radio program that reached millions of people with the message of simple, balanced health. If you're concerned about your health and want to discover how to look and feel better, you can count me in. This is a show that you will not want to miss. Joe, welcome to Total Health.
Jim, it's a pleasure to be here. I'm feeling great. I have filled my body with nutrients and my mind with nutritional information, so I'm ready to bring it.
So you are the guy that we need to talk to because we have a lot of questions. Joe, we live in a world where, I mean, really, there are epidemic of health issues, whether it's diabetes, whether it's cancer, whether it's obesity, problems that are happening in America. Why?
Jim, we have those health issues. We read about it, we hear about it on the news all the time. We see it on the news. We see other health programs about it. I think most people are aware that we have all these diseases that have a term. I'm concerned about that. What I'm even more concerned about is the attitude of Americans. We're not happy enough. We see it in marriages. We see it in family relationships. We see it in work relationships. People are too on edge most of the time. They don't have the energy. They're frustrated. So we want people to be happier. We want people to be able to live life and not just get through life.
By the way, depression it seems to be a major issue as well. Is that partly because of what we're taking in?
There's no question in my mind that our emotional illnesses in this country are primarily and heavily a result of what we're putting in our bodies. Because, Jim, if we go back to the beginning of the time, we look at God's creation. In the garden, God gave Adam and Eve fruits and vegetables. They had a situation there, and then he made animals clean. But the animals and the fruits and vegetables that they were eating were the way God designed them to work in the body that God designed. What have we done? We become our own gods. We now take the soil that these fruits and vegetables are grown in, we alter the soil with insecticides and pesticides, and we strip the soil of its nutrients. We take our animals and we inundate them with antibiotics, growth hormone. We don't let them roam the fields. We don't let them eat what God made them to eat. No. We altered what we're feeding them.
Why did we do this, by the way? It's money.
Cash. It's all about cash, okay? When you can take an animal and get twice as much for him because he's twice as fat, that's more money. When you can take a product and put it in a box and it's all chemicals, that costs you nothing. And so what we've done, Jim, is that even though we're the most opulent society in the world, we see posters of these children all over the world. We call them malnourished. America is also suffering from malnutrition.
Now, why aren't we reading that in what we read in the paper?
Because malnutrition is normally thought of as not taking in enough food. Well, certainly Americans are taking in plenty of food, but here's the real deal. This is where the rubber meets the road on this American malnutrition thing, diagnosed by yours truly. America is suffering from malnutrition because of what I call naked calories. God designed a calorie to be a unit of energy. A calorie is supposed to go in your body and it'd be comprised of protein, fat, or carbohydrates. Protein builds muscle, carbohydrates is for immediate energy, fat is for your brain and long-term energy. A calorie would go in and be 100% nutrient dense, full of nutrients, and perform functions in the body. That's what a nutrient dense calorie does.
Okay.
Let's go to the other end of that scale.
Okay.
Naked calories. What's a naked calorie? A donut would be a naked calorie. Why? It has no viable protein in it. It's basically made from chemicals and lard and sugar and bleach. So these things enter your body, and instead of being a unit of energy, they are a unit of destruction.
You know what's frustrating, though? Why do we like to eat that type of food? How did our bodies flip to that?
Well, I'll tell you something interesting, Jim, without getting off on this too much. There are chemicals in these food, flavor enhancers, that are literally addictive. So these food manufacturers, these food giants, so they talk about the tobacco companies and what they've done to this country. To me, it pales in comparison to what the food giants have done to our American culture, what they've done to our children, what they've done to the health of this society, the billions and billions of dollars that they have cost our country in health costs because of the disease that they put in people's body. Naked calories are calories that, instead of being a unit of construction in your body, they become a unit of destruction. Instead of building you up, they tear you down. Because when you consume a naked calorie that has no nutritional value, your blood glucose shoots up. Your pancreas now has to produce insulin to keep this blood glucose level. So instead of building, it's compensating. Now, you do that 3 times a day. You do that 7 days a week, and you're looking at some real scary stuff. Jim, Kylea has actually invented a scale of nutrient density, from 0% nutrient dense all the way to 100% nutrient dense. We talked about donuts. Chips can be more like 10 or 20%, depending on how they're made. We'll talk more about that. Burgers can be anywhere from 40 to 70% nutrient dense. Well, why the range? Well, was that burger made from a cow that was stuck in a pen his whole life, being fed grain, or was that cow allowed to roam free on the range, eat grass, drink water, let the sunshine build his body? That'd be more of a 70% type hamburger, okay? Let's get all the way to the 100% nutrient-dense food, because people are probably out there going, all right, give me the 100%.
Yeah, what do I got to eat for that?
Yeah, the 100% nutrient-dense food is dark green leafy vegetables and your fruits like berries, pomegranate. These types of foods are 100% nutrient-dense. That means when they enter your body, they do nothing but work, Jim. They do nothing but build up your body. They cleanse your liver. The protein in them feeds your muscle. The nutrients in them feed your brain for clearer thinking. When your body is not being dragged down by naked calories, you have energy. Energy isn't the addition of caffeine. Energy is the ability to do what you need to do on a daily basis. Where do you get that energy? From calories that build you up. That's what keeps you going every day. That's what makes you happy. That's what makes you peaceful. And most of all, Jim, that's what makes you productive.
Joe, berries and pomegranate. Now, Total Living Drink uses organic berries and pomegranate. It's obviously important. Why is that important, and what does it do?
Well, I mean, let's just go back to berries and pomegranate for a minute, Jim. In the last several years, berries and pomegranate have come on the scene of American culture as every bit as healthy as dark green leafy vegetables. We thought there was only 100% nutrient-dense food. We thought dark green leafy vegetables were the answer to everything. And as far as health goes, they are. But the good news is they're not the only answer to everything. It turns out that berries and pomegranate have just as good, and in some cases even more, nutritional value in our body.
By the way, let me just say that I like berries a lot more than I like greens.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, would you rather sit down and eat some raspberries or spinach? Let's talk about some of the properties. Berries have something called flavonoids. Flavonoids contain an antioxidant called quercetin, which I'll explain antioxidants in a minute. But quercetin is a powerful antioxidant agent, more powerful than vitamin C and E combined. Berries have that naturally. Berries have something, they're very high in something called resveratrol. Now, resveratrol is the ultimate anti-aging nutrient that they have ever seen. It's very abundant in red wine. Guess what it's even more abundant in, Jim? Guess where resveratrol is absolutely loaded? Berries and pomegranate. So here not only do we have this nutrient, this energy force, this anti-disease force, but we also have this tremendous anti-aging force in berries and pomegranate. To say that I'm stoked about berries, Jim, I guess it would be the understatement of the year. Let me explain an antioxidant, because I want to explain ORAC values in a minute.
I still don't understand that, so explain it to me.
Oxidation is nature's way of making sure nothing lives forever. When you see a piece of metal with some rust on it, it is starting to oxidize.
Right.
Well, the cells in our body are what our life is all about, right? Our health or our disease comes from the health of our cells. On a cellular level, we have a cell membrane, and this membrane's job is to contain a powerful charge to repel bad guy cells. What are bad guy cells? Free radicals are the most common. Free radicals are cancer cells. Most people don't know this, Jim. Each and every day of your life, think about this. Each and every day of your life, your body gets attacked with thousands of cancer cells every day. So why aren't you dead? Because the cell membrane repels those free radical cells. A free radical cell must mate, if you will, with a healthy cell. It is missing an ion, so it's like a wayward crazy cell. So to complete this ionic pairing process, it penetrates the membrane of an unhealthy membrane, unhealthy cell, mates with that cell, right? And then goes on to colonize and proliferate and cause cancer. Well, we now give a quantifiable numeric value to the antioxidant power of a nutrient in what's called the ORAC value. And the ORAC value gives a number to saying, is this effective in being an antioxidant? Well, let's give some ideas. Donuts, 0 ORAC value. I'm picking on donuts today.
Oh, boy.
Meat, cheeses, these ORAC values of maybe in the hundreds. 1,000 would be a high ORAC value, a very high ORAC value. Jim, guess what the total berry drink's ORAC value is?
More than a donut.
In one scoop, one scoop that you mix with 8 ounces of water, you're looking at as much as 10,000 units of ORAC value in one scoop.
Wow.
You would have to eat bowls of vegetables, bowls of fruit in order to get that. But Jim, we have a very special process Well, we take these fruits and these berries, and we are able to put this into this powder form and remove most of the sugar content that's in it.
Joe, all this is pretty exciting information. Most of us don't know much about this. Where did you get this information? How can you prove what you are saying is actual fact?
We live by our morals and our integrity at Kylea Health and Energy. We will not put a product out there without scientific, clinical data to back up what we're saying. This isn't some wild, Wild Bill show infomercial. This is a health show that is going to bring you real simple answers on how to make a difference in your health. Let me quote some studies. 2007, Oregon State University, 27 international scientists did work on berries and raspberries as it related to cancer and diabetes. Look at what they found. It stalled the growth of pre-malignant cells, accelerated the rate of cell turnover, effectively making the cancer cells die faster. It reduced inflammatory mediators that may have a role in tumor onset. It inhibited the growth of new blood vessels that nourish tumors, a process called angiogenesis, which basically means it stopped the cancer from growing. Here's what it did in diabetes. This study's in Japan. It inhibited the enlargement of individual fat cells. It suppressed insulin resistance. Insulin resistance is what turns into diabetes. That's just some studies that were done in berries. Look at what the studies that were done in pomegranates. Researchers found that in patients drinking pomegranate juice, oxygen deficiency to the heart during exercise was significantly reduced compared to the placebo, suggesting increased blood flow to the heart. So here we're seeing these scientific evidence of berries and pomegranates being phenomenal for anti-aging, being phenomenal for your immune system, being phenomenal for weight control, and balancing your insulin and your sugar. Jim, you could live on berries, pomegranates, and dark green leafy vegetables and nothing else in the world. You might not get big muscles. If you want to be a bodybuilder, that might not work, but you could literally live on just these nutrients.
Joe, I am sure that our folks at home are very interested in this drink. I've taken it, it works. You can take and start today. Get started immediately with a special discount by calling today on the phone number on your screen. Give us a call or go to our website. It might just change your, matter of fact, I'm sure it'll change your life. And so give us a call. Okay, Joe, here we are. You've said that it's cost effective, it's all in one product, and it's convenient, it's easy. Show me. Okay, we did the talking, now it's time to do the showing, right?
Okay. All right, we talked about the fact, Jim, that it's a 9-in-1 formula. Let me just go through this label real quickly with our viewers. It's a complete protein formula, and we use 95% whey isolate. It's the highest quality protein money can possibly buy. Look at all your organic berries and fruit in here. Organic strawberry juice powder, organic pomegranate juice powder, blueberry, cranberry, blackberry juice powder. What does juice powder means? We'll go back to this in a second, but just quickly over here, you'll see when you juice fruit or vegetables, you get a little juice and a lot of pulp, okay? And here, we're using only the juice. That's where all the nutrients are, Jim. Complete antioxidant formula, a complete amino acids formula, digestive enzymes, amylase to break down carbohydrates, protease to break down protein, cellulase to break down fat, a complete probiotics formula, lactobacillus acidophilus, lactobacillus bulgaris. A lot of these names are just really long, but what they do, this friendly bacteria in your intestinal tract combats the bad bacteria and breaks down sugars so you don't get sugar and yeast buildup, especially for our female viewers. That breakdown of the yeast is a very important thing. Now, so look at all these things that you don't get. We talk about what you get from berries and what you get from fruit, but look at all the additional benefits you get from this drink in addition to the berries and fruit. Look at the herbs we have in here. Milk thistle to cleanse your liver, dandelion to cleanse your kidneys, astragalus to help build your immune system, ginkgo biloba we know is good for the brain. Look at all the vitamins and minerals in here. Over 25 different vitamins and minerals that are added over above addition to what's already in there, Jim. So this is like buying 70 capsules worth of product. This is like buying 12 different jars of supplements, and it's about 75% less money. So there's your all-in-one, and there's your cost.
What's it taste like?
All right, well, we'll get to that in just one second. Let's talk about simplicity, okay? You're on the run, you're on the go, or you've only got 30, 40 seconds in the morning. I put a scoop of it in this shaker bottle, shake it up. It's ready to drink, Jim. How long did that take?
About 5 seconds.
Okay. If you want to get a little bit more time, you want it to be more like a smoothie, you want to sit back and enjoy the thing, but still get all the health benefits, here we go. Simple blender. See, I got a little handful of ice in there. Pour some water in there. I don't know if you're timing me, Jim, but this is all going to take less than about a minute.
I think you're at about 15 seconds.
Okay, here we go with a scoop of this incredible formula. Put it back, don't get the counter dirty.
And this can replace a meal, you say?
This could absolutely replace a meal. I use this, Jim, for my breakfast every day. This is what I drink.
You're less than a minute, you're right.
Less than a minute. I use this, and what I do is I will take this before a workout.
Let's give it a shot. You're right, it's a smoothie.
Isn't that a smoothie?
Yeah, it is.
Check it out, buddy.
You know, that is really great.
Isn't that great? And
Yeah.
it tastes like having a nice fruit drink. It's not as sweet and sugary. And one thing you'll notice,
It's good.
there's only 10 grams, about 1/4 of the can of soda is about the amount of sugar that's contained in this.
Okay.
75% less sugar than a can of soda. Also 75% less than a typical glass of fruit juice. So that's great news for people who are dealing with diabetes and things like that. We get all this fruit without all the sugar. And we do that by the concentrated juicing process that we use. Now, it's not made from concentrate, but we get that from the concentrated juicing process that we use. Now, we talked about, you know, the other alternative to have something this healthy would be to juice it.
Yep.
And if you were to juice it,
Now, by the way, I see these things, they're selling them on TV all the
they
time.
do, they sell them on TV.
Yeah.
We took handfuls, Jim, handfuls of each one of these fruits that you see here and put it in here. This is how much juice we got. Now, you see most of that's foam. This is how much juice we got.
Yeah.
That's how much pulp we got.
Yeah, not much
This is
juice.
after going to the store, picking the stuff up, bringing it back, cleaning it off, getting the juicer out, juicing it. Now we got to clean up the blender all for that much juice.
Yeah.
It just doesn't work.
Yeah, how long does it take to clean one of these things?
Well, I'll tell you what, Jim, why don't you do that and get back to me, okay? Because I'm not about to do that. And Jim, that's what we're talking about. You would have to take handfuls of all these different fruits. You got to go to the store, you have to buy them, you have to bring them back, wash them off. You have to go through that whole juicing process. Why? People can't do that in this day and age.
I can't.
They need it all in one. They need it to be convenient.
Yep.
The Total Living Berry drink was completed just to do that, Jim. It took us 2 years to get this product done, viewer. 2 years to get this product. Most manufacturers said no, can't do it. It's going to be too involved. We insisted on all the ingredients being organic. Many companies that want to deliver organic ingredients, you have to pay a lot of money to get organic blueberries, organic strawberries, organic. So all these products in here are organic. It's a complete protein formula. It's a complete berry formula. It's a complete herbal formula for immune boosting. It's a complete antioxidant formula, a complete vitamin formula, and a complete mineral formula. It takes about a minute a day. It will cost you less than $3 a day, less than a cup of coffee, or at least a gourmet cup of coffee, certainly less than a candy bar and chips, which is what a lot of you are eating. Call the number on your screen today. If this product is not everything we told you it was, you get a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. I guarantee you it'll taste great. It does everything we said, Jim. You've got to check it out. Call today.
As a television personality, I travel quite a bit, and energy has always been an issue with me. I have a son that's 12 days old. Energy is a big issue with me right now. How will it affect me?
It creates a tremendous amount of energy, Jim, but rather than just say that, let me explain something about what energy is. A calorie, if you look in Webster's dictionary, is a unit of energy. When we take in a nutrient-dense calorie, that calorie goes in the body and provides you with energy because it performs functions in your body, repairing functions, okay? So what winds up happening is your body's being repaired instead of compensating, and so you have energy left over to do stuff. When your body's continually under siege, it's under stress, oxidative stress and other kinds of stress, and that stress pulls you down. So instead of having energy, you don't have the ability to do the things you need to do. So we do things like drink tons of coffee or take caffeine drinks. That's not energy, that's compensation. What this application does is that 1 scoop a day and 30 seconds a day gives you all the nutrient-dense calories that you'll need for that day.
Weight loss, that's also a big issue with people that take different supplements. How does that work with Kylea?
You can go on a 1,000-calorie a day diet. And any dietitian would say, hey, you cut back to 1,000 calories a day, you're going to lose weight. Well, you may initially lose some water out of your body. But if you're eating 1,000 naked calories a day, what's going to happen is your body's going to stop. It's going to hold on to the fat that you have because it is not getting any energy. You're not giving it true calories. When you give it nutrient-dense calories and when you're giving it units of energy, then your body's going to burn fat. When you stop giving it units of energy, it'll hold on to the fat. So, Jim, if you take 2,000 calories a day of nutrient-dense calories, versus 1,000 calories a day of nutrient-sparse calories, you'll lose weight on 2,000 calories a day of nutrient-dense. Here's the best part, though, about weight loss when it comes to nutrient-dense calories. What you lose is fat. What you gain is lean muscle.
7% of America suffers from diabetes, a staggering statistic. What about that?
Diabetes, adult onset diabetes, is a gradual process. So how do you avoid that? Well, one of the things is to cut back refined carbohydrates and sugars in your diet. We talked about all the amazing benefits of berries and pomegranates, and that's all in this drink. But we have the potency of a whole big bowl of berries and pomegranates, but only the sugar of just a little handful of berries and pomegranates. That's why this product is so effective in fighting diabetes and helping to prevent it as well.
Joe, I like what I'm hearing.
Well, Jim, you know what? My father always taught me when we were kids, when you're saying something to somebody that you really mean, look them in the eye and say it. So, viewer, I'm looking you right in the eye and I'm telling you this. Pick up the phone and call and order this product. I know I've told you about the tremendous benefits of berries, anti-aging, better for your immune system, better circulation. We've told you about the cost of this product. It's less than a cup of gourmet coffee a day, or less than a candy bar with a bag of chips. I've told you about the incredible studies that back the science, the pure science of berries and pomegranates and all the vitamins and minerals and probiotics and everything that's in this product. But here's what I want you to know. You order today. If it is not everything, I mean everything, that I have told you today that it is, you call and I will, no questions asked, refund your money immediately. Our return rate on this product is almost non-existent. Our reorder rate is huge, and it's because it works. Call us today. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain, Jim, including their health.
Joe, we've all been to the nutrition stores. I've been there. It's a massive wall of products, and it's extremely costly. How does this product relate to all of those products?
Let's do a quick cost comparison. You would have to buy a protein supplement, and we actually did this. We did this. We went out store to store, and we were, as forthright can be in comparing apples to apples. So we found a protein supplement that was similar, a berry supplement that was similar, an antioxidant supplement that was similar. Jim, we had to get about 13 different bottles of products to equal what we had.
It's like a wheelbarrow going out the store.
It's like a wheelbarrow. Guess what the cost per day was of those total products?
A lot.
$12 a day.
Wow.
The cost of this product is less than $3 a day and as little as $2 a day, depending on how you take it. First of all, it's a meal replacement for many people. In this day and age, unless you're buying something that's total garbage, $2.50 for a meal is really a good deal.
Yeah, that's true.
But let's look at some of the things people actually spend money on. You can walk into one of those gourmet places, coffee places, and order a mocha, frappe, latte, whatever they're called, and easily spend $5 or $6.
Yeah.
Jim, I know people that do that every day. I know people that have a snack every day. They'll have a soda and a candy bar. Guess what the average cost of that is a day? It's almost $3. I went into the store today to buy some gum because my breath felt kind of weird and I was about to meet some people. I got this thing of gum. It's got like these 10 little pieces of gum about this big. Jim, it was $1.09. It was $1.09. Now, I put one piece in my mouth. That's how I had to have two pieces just to have enough to get the motion of my mouth going. I mean, what's up with that? People think nothing of spending money on those kinds of things. Their cable bill could be $4 a day. I think you know where I'm going with this. There's a whole bunch of other things in life that people are spending the same or more money on that are life-shortening instead of life-extending. Why don't you gird your body with the 9 major components of health? Protein to build lean muscle, it's in here. Herbs to build immune boosting, it's all in here. Berries that we talked about, anti-aging, help for circulation, cancer fighters, diabetes fighters, it's all in here. Digestive enzymes to do the repair process that we talked about, it's all in here. Probiotics like lactobacillus and acidophilus. You'd have to fill this whole table with cups of yogurt to equal what's in there. That's all in there for your digestion. Vitamin and mineral profile. This is stronger than any multivitamin and mineral I've ever seen on the marketplace. And the vitamin and mineral profile, Jim, is only one component of this. So when you look at the fact that you are encompassing all the areas of health and supplementation and food into one meal replacement, Jim, I believe that, and this is maybe self-aggrandizing to some degree, I believe we have found the ultimate panacea, not as a miracle cure, but the ultimate panacea of what to put in your body for better health. A simple, reasonably priced, convenient, quick, daily thing that we can all do to ensure all the nutrients. If 3 or 4 years ago, Jim, as a supplement company, we were selling all these bottles of product to people. And this is what made us stop. Because we looked at these different people and they said, well, I saw this and I bought it. And then so they would call it, they'd send me emails and saying, Joe, I'm buying like 7 out of the 10 of your different products. This is kind of weird. How can I condense this? And this is what led us to do it.
That's true.
There's one other thing you get when you join the Kylea family, Jim. Many companies you'll see, they'll have these products, they'll sell these products, they'll take your money. Some of the products are good. 90% of them are worthless. But even for the ones that are good, they're basically having a business, they take your money and they're done. Mm-hmm. When you join the Kylea family, you get a weekly newsletter that is chock full of articles from various medical journals. We have a nationally syndicated show called Simple Balanced Health. You get video clips of things that are in that show. We have articles that are posted from doctors and various medical institutions. We have health tips that we give out every day. And it's just that alone, Jim, makes like getting this product almost free.
So it's really a lifestyle.
Right.
I mean, not just a product.
Exactly.
You mentioned one thing real quickly, 70 capsules to equal 1 scoop of this product? In other words, you'd have to literally have cups of capsules to take a day instead of 1 scoop?
Jim, there's over 35,000 milligrams of nutrition in here. The average capsule contains 500 milligrams. That equals out to about 70 capsules. You would spend the better part of your day opening and closing jars and putting capsules in your hand and capsules in your mouth. It's virtually an impossible thing to do, but yes, about 70 capsules a day.
And of course, like myself, people that travel, it is a blessing, obviously, because you can't get the fresh foods, you can't get the right product. Even if you were eating correctly, you just can't on the road. And to take the capsules and to move, and all I got to say is, for me, this is my answer. And I have never seen such compelling evidence, I don't believe, in any health presentation that I've been a part of.
Jim, that's a tremendous compliment coming from you, and being a sincere man, I really appreciate that. Jim, I just want to challenge our viewers today. You've heard what this product can do for you. You heard what the berries will do in your body. Anti-aging, improves circulation, the protein to build lean muscle, to herbs to help build your immune system, the probiotics for your digestive system, the vitamins and minerals for good basic daily health. I could go on, and we have told you so much in this show, but here's the promise that I want to make to you. If it's not everything we said, if it's not everything that we said, we will give you your money back immediately. Our return rate on this product is almost non-existent, and our reorder rate is huge, and that's because it works. The challenge is now in your court.
Joe, a great show today, an education for me and for, I'm sure, many of our viewers. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for a Total Living drink, a product that hopefully will make a change for everyone that's watching today.
It's a blessing to be here, Jim. It's a blessing to have been given the ability to make this product.
And thank you for joining us for another edition of Total Health. Remember, call the number on your screen and get started on the Total Living drink Berry today. And until next time, thanks for watching.